barriers, some fencing or something to protect, plant them in a patch. But that's what the flag is. We've been trying to do research to figure out if monarchs would come and use it. And they definitely do. I'm just checking out this flock of birds over here. I'm hearing cedar waxwings. Those may be cedar waxwings. They like to be in a group. Can you hear that very high-pitched sound?
Yeah.
Oh, here they come. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are cedar waxwings up there. During the winter, they stick together, and they eat a lot of berries. I'm also hearing some bluebirds. We've got 12 bluebird boxes out here, and we raise a lot of bluebirds out here in our boxes. Any questions before we start?
Well, about the bluebirds,
Yep.
do they make nests year-round?
They can nest have three broods in from early spring through, say, July. They usually stop by the time you get to the end of July.
Right.
So there's a box right over there. You can see the predator guard that we've got on it. We have really large snakes out here, which we love. But I hear those cedar waxwings. In order to keep the snakes out of the boxes, have predator guards. They're real long, skinny, stovepipe type. And after the bluebirds start nesting, we monitor them every 3 to 4 days and make sure if ants get in the box or something like that, we're sort of like bluebird midwives. You know, we don't want to disturb them, but yet we want to help them out. So after they're done nesting, we keep all the data. We enter it in the Nest Watch database, Cornell Lab of Ornithology online database. And then we can take the box off, clean it out, get it all ready, make sure if there are any of the mites or other little, parasites, that we clean it all out real good for the bluebirds, get it back in there. There's actually a peat cup that the bluebirds put their pine straw and grasses in, so that I can take the cup out and really look at how many eggs are there, how many chicks, do I see anything dead, what prey have the bluebirds been bringing in to feed their young. I find sometimes little tiny snakes, little juvenile snakes that they've brought in, or sometimes giant grasshoppers too. It's interesting to see that.
How large do the snakes get here?
Oh, well, a black rat snake could easily be an adult that's been around for a few years, could be 6 feet long. So we have one that I call Big Louie, who used to hang out in Dr. Annie's garage until we had the renovation, and the construction people used the garage as their hangout. So we don't know where Big Louie went to, and one day he showed up on the construction site, and it was so cute. The construction guys just picked him up. He was very gentle. He was, they picked him up and put him in the woods. I haven't seen him since. I hope he's all right. But we do have some really large black rat snakes. Black rat snakes can get really big. They are scaly bloodhounds. Their sense of smell is better than a bloodhound. So the bluebirds try to be real careful. You see Mom or Pop come out of the box, and they've got a little white bag of trash. That's the poop pellet from the babies. And they'll fly over the field, and then they'll drop it. So they try not to let the poop, build up or get anywhere on the ground near the nest, so the snakes won't find them. That's what they hope anyway. So it's been very interesting. So you might have one pair of bluebirds have 3 broods during the summer, and they might have 4, 5, sometimes 6 babies at a time. So it gets interesting. I don't feed them mealworms. They've got plenty of food out here. During the winter, I haven't this winter yet, but I have these plastic covers that I put over 3 sides of the box, and the bluebirds need the boxes to roost in. So I put some insulation in the bottom with some felt on top of that, and I monitor the boxes even in the winter, and I find how many boxes are being used. The bluebirds pig pile in there, several at a time. Sometimes a downy woodpecker will come in with them. And then in the winter, when they're roosting in there, they do poop in the box, so that tells me about how many birds, you know. So I haven't put those up yet because it's been so mild.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't needed to put up the wind guards. But I did check one of the boxes, and we did have some colder temperatures earlier in the month. And sure enough, I found one of the boxes where the bluebirds definitely had nest. I could find some bluebird feathers in there and some poop. So,
Wow.
so it's real fun if you like to have a nest box, but you do have to protect it. You've got to have a really good predator guard on it. Otherwise, the snakes or raccoons or possums will climb up into it. That's why I use metal poles and big predator guards and all that.
I have a bluebird house on a metal pole.
Yeah.
I've never had a protector.
Yeah, you best do that.
Yeah, snakes. And occasionally something happens to them.
Yeah, well, if you don't see any sign of anything, they just disappear.
Yeah,
That's your snake.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I love snakes. You know, but I don't want to set the bluebirds up for failure. I don't want to set them up to be snake food
It shouldn't be
or
a snake.
fire ant food or whatever. I'm careful. Yeah. All right.
Reminds me of
Continue on. You can look it up.